Hello and welcome to this video. I'm Marcus Hayes, and over the last couple of years that I've been making YouTube videos, I've had so many companies get in touch with me and ask me if I'm willing to work with them on a sponsorship basis. The way it works is they send me one of their products, which I'm able to keep, and in return, I review the product on the channel. Now, most of these requests I straight up ignore, but there have been a few that I've responded to. And I've always said the same thing. I'll only review the product on the channel if I'm able to do it honestly and if they send me 2 of the products. So I've got one to keep for myself and one to give away to one of you guys in a competition. So today I'm happy to announce that this video has been sponsored by AUTOWIT. AUTOWIT is a company that sells car accessories, and today we're going to be taking a look at the SUPERCAP 2 jump starter. So as I've mentioned, I've got 2 of these, and this one over here will be given away to one of you guys in a competition, and I'll explain later on in the video how the competition is going to work. But for now, let's see what's in the box. It comes in a nice carry case, which is good. And this is the unit itself. Instructions, nice little thank you card. And in this side of the case, we've got all the wires. So there's your cables to attach to the battery. And then this end, I presume, plugs into the unit. We've also got a couple of what I assume are leads to actually charge the unit. Now on paper, this AUTOWIT jump starter sounds like magic. With a conventional jump starter, you need to make sure that you've pre-charged it at home. And it's an absolute nightmare when you go to use a conventional jump starter and you haven't charged it up and it's basically useless. The way the AUTOWIT jump starter differs from a conventional jump starter is that it actually utilises the little bit of electricity which will be left in your car battery when there isn't necessarily enough to turn over the starter motor of your car. And then that little bit of electricity charges the supercapacitors that are in the AUTOWIT unit, and then that in turn is enough to start your car. So yeah, it all sounds a bit too good to be true, to be honest. So let's go and see how well it works. Now, obviously, before I can see how well this product works, I need to drain the battery on Maud. So what I'll do is I'll leave the ECU and the fuel pump turned off and just keep turning the starter motor over until the battery dies. Right, so as you can see, the battery now doesn't have enough power to turn the starter motor over, and according to the instructions, I literally just have to hook the AUTOWIT starter up to the battery using these battery clamps. So we just undo this little flap to reveal all the ports, plug this into here, and I like how one side has got a flat on it so you can't get it wrong. Put the black one on the negative side and the red one on the positive side, and it just bleeped. Now apparently the charging automatically begins after the buzzer sounds, and it will sound again when it's fully charged. Got a cool little screen here actually telling us that it's charging. You can see you've got the voltage and a percentage there. I know it's not really focusing very well, but the percentage is going up. 57, 58, 59. So we're at 98%, 99%. It doesn't seem like it wants to go to 100% for some reason. Oh, there it is. So it's beeped, and now on the instructions it says I need to press this button here, and then that will start putting the power into the car battery. So we'll do that. And it's counting down, and then one long beep, and oh, better put the fuel pump and the ECU back on. And she fires into life. That is pretty impressive. yeah, I'm actually quite impressed with that. Definitely something I'm going to keep in the car for any time in the future I have a problem with the car starting. Now, another great thing about this product is that because it doesn't actually have a battery inside, there's no risk of electrocuting yourself like there is when you're using jump leads and that type of thing. You know, it has supercapacitors in it rather than, you know, a lithium battery. If your battery's completely dead and there's literally no power left in it to charge the supercapacitors in the AUTOWIT starter, then you can actually charge it instead from a USB source or from a cigarette lighter of a different car. So if you're in that situation where your car won't start and no one around you has got any jump leads, but there is someone who's got another vehicle with a cigarette lighter, then you can still use this jump starter to get you going. Now I'm just going to drain the battery again, turn them off. Now we know that this car has got a little bit of power left in the battery, which should be enough to power up this lead, and the LED has come on. So if I unplug the jump leads and then plug the cigarette lighter lead into this port, and the same as before, the percentage is going up to tell us that the AUTOWIT unit is charging. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to disconnect Maud's battery completely and then just hook up the jump leads to my battery cables and see if the car will start then. I'm not really sure if you're supposed to do that. I hope I don't damage the jump starter, because obviously the other one I've got I'm going to be giving away to one of you guys, but yeah, it's another little test. And there it is, 100%. So I'm going to disconnect this now, come back to the engine bay, and we're going to disconnect Maud's battery. Hook this up to the positive terminal, and then hook this one up to the negative terminal to show you that's not actually touching the battery, neither is that one. And obviously got to make sure that this is not touching the body either. We'll push this button again, and it's not bleeping this time to count us down, but let's try and start the car. Yeah, that doesn't work. Oh yeah, so that didn't work. It does actually have to be hooked up to a battery. You can't just hook it directly up to your battery leads, but it's worth a try. But with the unit charged up by the cigarette lighter and with it hooked up to the battery how it should be, we can now push this button and it counts us down like before. And the car starts. So yeah, in my honest opinion, this is a seriously cool bit of kit. And I'm certainly happy that I now have one to carry around in the car with me for those emergency situations. Unfortunately, I don't have a properly dead battery here to test the product on, but in your everyday situation where, you know, your car won't start, but you've still got enough power to light up the lights on the dashboard, this is going to be perfect. So hopefully no more push starting Maud on my own when I do have battery issues. Now, as I've explained, I do have another one of these to give away to one of you guys. So I'm going to put Maud away, go home, and then I'll explain how you can win it. Right, so back at home, and I just want to show you the listing on Amazon for the AUTOWIT SUPERCAP 2. So apparently it's able to work in extremely cold weather, down to -40 degrees C and up to temperatures of 70 degrees C. And it can withstand more than 100,000 uses and should last up to 10 years. Whereas apparently a conventional jump starter will only last about 2 to 4 years. The AUTOWIT SUPERCAP 2 is compatible with engines up to 7 litres for petrol cars and up to 4 litres for diesel cars. And basically it's able to jumpstart any vehicle that uses a 12-volt battery. Now in the description of this video you'll find 2 links. One link is for the UK Amazon and one is for you guys who are in the United States. To get yourself 10% off one of these SUPERCAP 2 jump starters on Amazon, just type in the discount code Marcus Hayes at checkout on the UK Amazon, and for the US Amazon just use the discount code Marcus10 at checkout. Just want to interrupt this video for a sec to let you know that when the SUPERCAP 2 jump starter is not in stock, the link in the description will take you to their SUPERCAP 2 Lite version instead, where the discount code won't actually work. Now I did speak to AutoWit about this and they assured me that the SUPERCAP 2 will be back in stock soon. But just to let you know that the discount code only works on the SUPERCAP 2 and not the SUPERCAP 2 Lite. But to get your hands on one for absolutely free, all you need to do is send me an email. My email address is in the description of this video, but it's marcushayesuk@gmail.com. And just make sure you put competition in the subject of the email and just put your name and your address in the actual email itself. I'm going to do it the good old fashioned way by printing out all your names, putting them on little bits of paper and then just chucking them in a bowl and randomly picking one of you. And then I'll email whoever the winner is to let you know you've won. So yeah, literally you are all just one email away from winning one of these AutoWit SUPERCAP 2 jump starters. I was going to do it through social media, but I know some of you guys aren't on Facebook or Instagram, so I thought doing it through email is the fairest way. As I mentioned earlier, I'm genuinely impressed with this product and I'm super happy that I now have one that I can carry around with me for any potential future issues that I might have with the batteries in my cars. So I want to send a massive thanks out to AutoWit for sponsoring this video. If you thought this video was any good, please do give it a thumbs up and a share. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Click subscribe to keep up to date with all my future uploads and check the links in the description to my social media and my website. I'll also leave links to the AutoWit social media down there and I'll leave my email address down there so that you guys can get involved in the competition to get yourself one of these SUPERCAP 2 jump starters for yourself. But other than that, until next time, thanks for watching.